the pattern is this. White boy fucks me over, I let it go. White boy fucks me over, I let it go.
Let's talk about the white boy incident.
Oh, if you like. There's a lot of white boy incidents. He keeps fucking me over, and I hate that that's the narrative now. So here's the truth. There's so many things, but the pets and animals thing. I uploaded a video of me with a bark collar on, and I put it in pets and animals. Some people might say testing out dog bark collars, not a pets and animals video, but I thought it was close enough, and it was an advantageous category. And I didn't make the front page that often. White Boy made it all the time. He was a bigger channel. He still is. But for me to make the front page was like a big moment. He saw that I was on the front page and then recategorized his video to bump me off. And I felt like that was backstabby. Loyalty's a big thing with me.
It's a real shark move.
So the thing is, like, White Boy had been attacked by everybody on the internet. When nobody was White Boy's friend, I was. I don't know if you remember, but like Hutch would rip him on Twitter for his damn giveaways. Freddie Wong would rip him on, he made YouTube videos about, the giveaways. Freddie Wong and Fwiz and Hutch would all come on Painkiller Already. And when White Boy had no friends, I was there as his friend. And then he sees me on the front page and he's like, fuck it, I'm taking this. And it wasn't about the money. Like, I'm doing fine with money. It was about the backstabbing. It was a long time ago. But wait, there's more to the story. So then after that, White Boy uploads a video, and it's called The Truth, filled with lies. Everything in it is untrue. He talks about how he didn't recategorize the video. It was always like that. But as I talked to White, I'm not telling the story out of order, but everything he said about the video was a lie. And I called him on Skype. Now, before I tweeted at him or anything, what happened was I wrote to him on Skype, and he didn't reply. He ignored me because he knew what it was about. It was like, dude, you miscategorized your video. You knocked me off the front page. Like, why would you do this? And he's not replying. And he saw it, and he didn't reply. I know that because he told it to me. I'm not making it up. And then he said, like, I was like, dude, you say that you didn't change the category of the video, but that's impossible. At the time, YouTube had this concept of accolades. And I was like number 2 in, pets and animals, number two. I'm like, if you were in that category all along, how could I have been number 2? And he's like, oh, well, that's a lie. That was never really number 2. I changed it and knocked you off the homepage. And
can I say a couple things here?
Let me just wrap up my side of this. Now his video called The Truth, which really was just lies, like hating on me, was on the YouTube homepage. The Truth, like this hate Woody video on the homepage. This is like the first one of its kind, was making him a lot of money. So I asked him to take it down because it's not true. And back to the record. I hate to mention this fucking recording, but basically he's like, I'll take the video down in a couple days when it's done making its money. He fucked me over by making a hate video about me on the homepage. And I told him to take it down, and Machinima told him to take it down. He gave everyone the finger and got all the money he could. But that money was based on lies about me. And I felt like that was a real dick move, especially when you remember that when everyone else was hating on him, I felt like I was his only friend. I had him on my channel for PKA several times promoting and this and that. Nothing ever happened like that in reverse. I was there when everyone was hating on him. That never happened in reverse. Heck, when Thunder Toro uploaded that video of El Presador talking about Colin, White Boy still maintains, I thought Thunder was right about that one. I don't even see two sides of that one.
I don't think that last one is.
That's exactly what he said.
I understand he might have said that, but I don't think he still lines up with that.
Oh, I can tell you what the truth is. I asked him to be on Painkiller Already because, like I said, at this time, like my whole professional and personal world was just in great distress, right? Because I'm getting attacked from all corners, and like it's happening all over the internet to me. Like everywhere I looked, it felt like this was the topic. It was like the biggest thing on YouTube at the time. El Presador just ripping me. I'm sorry, Thunder Toro ripping me a new one, and I asked White Boy to come on Painkiller Already. I picked him because Thunder Toro ripped on White Boy when those people came. Remember they robbed his house and desecrated his mother's memorial? And I knew that Whiteboy didn't like Thunder Toro either. And he said to me, I swear to God, this is what Whiteboy said. No, I'm not going to come on Painkiller Already because I think Thunder will come up. And I like that he's picking on you instead of me. I don't want to get in his crosshairs. That's what he told me, right? Now he told me that. Now he says, oh, well, I thought Thunder was right in that situation about uploading a video calling my son terrible things. So that's just one. The Minecraft thing, right? Mm-hmm. So the story he tells everyone is that he had nothing to do with that Minecraft server. He was just the face of it. And he backs that up by saying that he wasn't technical. The thing is, for people who don't know, when he started the server, the first thing he did, he started advertising on WoodyCraft, trying to take my players. And then he started trying to hire away my staff. This means my lead builder. They make the maps and the buildings and stuff. And my lead developer. The thing is, I talked to them, and they said Whiteboy was on the calls. So I met Whiteboy at a Titanfall event, and I was like, dude, you're trying to steal my staff. Like, don't you think that's a little shady? You know, you're posting on my forums. Don't you think that's a little shady? And he's like, oh, I had nothing to do that. And I said, bullshit. I talked to my people. They said you were on the calls. And then in this, like he looks down and he starts like laughing, and he's like, yeah, I guess that's true. And we were if Whiteboy listens to this, we were together on an elevator at the Titanfall event when this conversation happened. You'll probably remember it. And so the whole Whiteboy narrative about him not being the one who tried to like steal my staff and whatnot, that's not true. It really was Whiteboy. So like there's more. I can't even remember.
I understand you're listing all these things. Let me get to my point.
Go on.
What is the statute of limitation to something like this?
See, here's the thing. Like, I don't know. I don't know the answer to answer your question. But for the longest time, it was like, the pattern is this. Whiteboy fucks me over, I let it go. Whiteboy fucks me over, I let it go. And that just happens at every turn. And after a while, you're like, you know what? Maybe I should just keep my distance from this guy. And that's where like, now, like, what am I going to, like,
I was just going to make this point.
I've kind of let it go. I just need to make sure that I don't put myself in a position where Whiteboy fucks me over again.
I feel, because Whiteboy, he's done me wrong too. Like, I remember calling Machinima on him one time because I had a video where I bayoneted a TV, and he put a Call of Duty commentary video up. It was Modern Warfare 3. It was Dome. It was like a 3-minute video, and he put it in comedy. And he was bumping me off the front page. And like, I remember him he called me the cancer of YouTube.
I remember that.
He said I faked my suicidal.
He said you were faking it's not a direct quote, but basically that you were faking emotions in an effort to get subs. It was his accusation.
I recently started a podcast with Whiteboy about a year ago.
Yep.
And the person I'm doing that podcast with is not the person I met back in 2009 that did World at War videos.
But the person I'm talking about is from 2014.
Is it really that long? It can't.
When Bapcraft started?
I don't know the timeline there, because like I felt like you've done Minecraft longer than that.
Since 2013.
I want to say 2012.
13.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. The timeline might be there. I don't.
This is the thing that I know, right? So this was 2014 I'm talking about. When did Titanfall drop?
I don't know. I didn't play the game. I knew that shit was going to flop.
I was excited about it. I didn't know that at all. But yeah, so like, to me, it's not like, oh, he's a totally different man now. It's, oh, he's been doing this to me since 2010.
Yeah, he's made some questionable choices, but I feel like he has grown substantially as a person. Like the white boy that was in Black Ops 1, I was cordial with him. I wouldn't consider him a friend. White boy nowadays, he's a more mature, friendly person. And like I feel like there should be another chance given.
See, what's so hard for me? And by the way, what are these chances exactly? Like, a white boy doesn't need me.
I understand he doesn't need you, but like,
I just
Life isn't about how big you grow or how much you build. It's about the relationships that you intertwine in between the death and life. And like, I know you don't need each other, but wouldn't life be better with each other?
it depends. You know, am I going to get burnt again? Like that's the thing. I just keep trying to like. I'll come on the podcast show. I'm trying not to put myself in a position where he
Well,
can fuck me again.
well, I gotta. He gave you 4 life sentence bans.
10
gotta
I
get you-
heard. 10 I heard. Yeah.
10, yeah.
I've even got like I was
I-
thinking about my like he's gonna change his mind. I'm gonna come on the podcast show and I'm gonna dress like a felon. maybe it'll be the 1920
I don't-
striped
I haven't-
shirt,
I've-
the
I
orange
haven't-
jumpsuit. I don't
I
know.
haven't talked to him since he put that tweet out there.
Uh-huh.
And like we're supposed to have like Keemstar next week or something like that.
Oh.
That's gonna be wonderful.
Huh.